Every workflow automation demo looks like this. Document comes in, gets approved, gets filed. Works every time. But that's not what actually breaks document processes. What breaks them is the exception. Someone edits the contract while legal is reviewing it. A template gets updated while 10 workflows are mid-run. An approver is on a flight with no Wi-Fi. The question isn't whether your automation handles the happy path. It's whether it survives the messy one. And today I'd like to show you how the real-life messy document workflows can be automated with Zenphi. Zenphi is not a dedicated document management platform. It's a process orchestration platform that allows to embed your document workflows in the wide picture of business operations. And because everyone's operations are different, Zenphi is extremely flexible and allows teams to easily handle edge cases and exceptions, no matter how rare they are. For example, if you know that in your company documents tend to be edited right in the midst of the approval process, you can modify your document workflow by moving the document to a designated Google Drive folder that has commenter-only rights for everyone. This will essentially lock any document for editing while it goes through the approval. In the end of the flow, you can move the document back to its initial folder or to the approved folder. And because with Zenphi, you can set the rules for any folder at any stage of your workflow, you can decide what your team actually needs. Comment, just view, or edit. In other words, locking a document is optional. You decide whether a given workflow needs it. Here's another real edge case. You notice that someone updated a master template while a workflow is already running against it. In most automation tools, that either silently breaks things or fails everything at once. In Zenphi, you can of course lock the template for editing, following the same steps as discussed above. Or you can add a human review step to make sure all placeholders are filled in properly with dynamic value. Every time, this is how you do it. Open your document workflow. Find an action that generates a document from a template. Zenphi accepts Google Doc template and MS Word-based templates. Then add an assigned task action that would email the generated document to a manager before sending it elsewhere. A manager will receive an approval request every time a workflow runs and will be able to approve or reject the final document in one click without leaving the email client. If the document gets rejected, the workflow admin simply relinks the field in the template mapping, then reruns just the failed step, not the entire workflow from scratch. Nothing else that already completed gets touched. That makes Zenphi-based workflows paused, not broken, even if something gets broken within the document. Another great Zenphi feature is ZAIA, Zenphi AI Workflow Automation Assistant. ZAIA allows your team to build any document workflow from scratch without coding, even without drag and drop. You can get the whole workflow built simply by describing your process in plain English or uploading a flowchart. If your workflow needs corrections, you can also ask ZAIA to assist with it. We have already covered this one, but just to highlight it one more time. With Zenphi, approvals don't require approvers to learn a new tool. A request lands in Gmail, and they can approve or reject with one click, directly from the email. No login, no separate app. All of this works because Zenphi is built natively for all Google Workspace apps, Docs, Sheets, Gmail. That's what makes step-level locking, granular error handling, and one-click email approvals possible without workarounds. However, you can also use Zenphi for SharePoint, OneDrive, DocuSign, Aniture, Monday.com, Slack, and hundreds of other tools. If your document process needs to survive what actually happens in your operations, not just the demo, see how Zenphi can handle it by booking a call with our team. In just 30 minutes, we'll be able to map the whole workflow for you. You'll walk away with an automation that you can actually use. Thanks for watching.